channel. This week I'm going to be doing a book haul for you guys. Now if you've seen my other videos, you will know that I live in Spain, so getting my hands on books that are English and quickly without having to wait for them to show up from Amazon usually takes some time. So my go-to option is ebooks, so I'm going to be doing an ebook haul for you guys. So a few weeks ago was my birthday and I received a gift card for my Nook. So not that it deters me from buying things when I don't have a gift card, but it's definitely a good incentive to splurge on a lot of things when I do have one. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that I got. So one of the first books that I bought is On the Island by Tracy Jarvis Graves. I've read this book like twice now, and I checked it out from the e-library though. I didn't own an actual copy of it, so I wanted to put that in my library because I know I will want to read it again. If you haven't heard or seen one of my videos talking about it before, it's about a girl who she's in like a really kind of crappy relationship, and she gets this opportunity to be a tutor for the summer for this kid who's really behind because he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. He's now in remission, so they leave on this charter plane and it crashes in the middle of the ocean basically, and they get stranded on this island for like years. There's a very big gap in their age difference, but they're on this island for years. So their relationship turns from trying to survive together, just coexisting, to more, obviously, when he's older. But I really like the way this book is told. It's very tastefully done and I really enjoyed it, and if you haven't read it yet, I definitely recommend that you check it out. One of the second books that I bought is also by Tracy Jarvis Graves. It's called Heart-Shaped Hack. It is about a girl who opens up a food pantry after her law career kind of fails, and she's having a tough time making ends meet though, and she starts getting really confused when she starts getting these anonymous donations and all this money that's kind of like saving her butt. And when she finds the guy who's basically like pulling a Robin Hood on her, while it seems like they're intrigued by each other, she's also really angry that he's been kind of like going through her personal computer and all that stuff, so their relationship evolves. And I just thought it sounded really interesting, so I wanted to give it a go, and I really liked On the Island, so I figured I'd try something else of hers out. The next thing I bought was Nash from the Marked Men series. I absolutely love this series. I've read them all in ebook. I have Rowdy and Asa left still that I'm holding on to and getting to finish off the series, but I wanted to get Nash. He's the last one that I read, and I really liked him. Not that I don't like the rest of them, but I definitely think he's one of my favorites, so I wanted to get his book because I'm sure I'll read it again. If you haven't heard about Nash, he kind of has had a rough life with his mom and stepdad, and his mom kind of like picked his stepdad over him. He finds out this big secret about his family that no one ever told him about, kind of when it's too late. And then in comes this girl that he went to school with who always had like a really big crush on him, but he said some things and she thought they were directed at her, so she's kind of like held this grudge against him. But their relationship obviously develops within those confines. But I really enjoyed this one, so I wanted to have it so I could read it again. So I also bought the book Built by Jay Crownover, and if you've read the Marked Men series, you'll have heard his name, Jeb Fuller. He's a contractor that the guys hired to help open a new shop for them. He's also an ex-con, and he's kind of like getting his life together and doing great things. And in that he ends up meeting someone and their relationship goes from there. And I really wanted to read this book because I really enjoyed her other series, and it's kind of like a tie-in but not really, so I thought it'd be interesting to just see some more of her writing and some more of the world that she's created, so that's next on my list. Last book I bought was Him by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. I've had this book on my want list for forever, and ever since I read The Deal and The Ivy Years and The Hockey Players, I just wanted to read it. So this is about Wes and Jamie. They had something happen between them during summer camp the last year of high school, and ever since then they just stopped talking to each other, but then they run into each other at a tournament and things kind of just go from there. And then after I actually already read this one, this is the first one that I decided to read, and after I finished reading that I bought Us, which is kind of like their continuation story on where they go next. And I read that one also, which I really enjoyed. And then most recently, actually, I bought Good Boy, which is kind of like the spin-off series from those two, which is about Jamie's sister, Jess, and one of Wes's teammates, Blake Riley, and apparently they had something happen between them when they were both taking care of Jamie when he was sick, and now Jamie has Jess as his maid of honor, and Blake is Wes's best man, so I'm sure it's going to be great. And then also today, the next book in that series, Stay, came out, which I already downloaded also. It is about Matt Erickson. If you've read the Him and Us, you will have met him. He's one of Wes's teammates who got a divorce, and he's kind of down and out because his life is kind of falling apart, I guess. But this book, he ends up having this virtual assistant who ends up being the only person who's kind of like his light at the end of the tunnel and all the stuff that's going on with him. So they meet each other eventually, and I'm assuming sparks fly, but I'm really excited to read both of these as well. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see other videos like this, please subscribe. I hope you have an amazing day, I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.